the final matchup on opening day here at the 4th annual Vikes Alumni Tournament. Hello and welcome to the CARSA facility here at the University of Victoria in beautiful Victoria, BC. Big start here for the visiting Fredericton Black Cats. Norm Burry off to a great start here, and both teams some of the finest talent in Canada at the high school basketball level. And so the starting five for the Black Cats here, number 5, Jimmy Huang at the guard alongside Alex Dunn, and Malcolm Christie at the 3, Aiden McDonald's at the 4, and Norm Burry at the 5. And facing up there, after a steal from the Black Cats, the Vernon Panthers on the opposite end. Trent Charlton leading the way. He had a great game this morning. Block shot there by Jimmy Otwell, one of the other starters. He's starting at the 4. Alongside him in the big man position is Isaiah Ondrick. And watch out for him at the 5 position, a versatile 4 and 5 forward. But Ondrick's actually just in under the ball here. Zach Smith, the former junior varsity MVP for football, going to Calgary next year. He takes it to the hoop, flies up, unable to hit it. Down with the rebound, gets a jump ball call for Trent Charlton to cap off the starting lineup here for the Vernon Panthers is Kevin Morgan. So Morgan with the ball here on the wing, sizing up against his opponent. Zach Smith on the inside. And he finishes it off for the first buckets for the Vernon Panthers here. So Jimmy Huang. And Malcolm Christie with the ball here. Mid-range jump shot, that one long. Coming down with it, they're fighting. Second jump ball of the game. Well, of course, as Mr. Ian Hidlay mentioned earlier, Fredericton Black Cats all the way from New Brunswick, of course. And Vernon Panthers from the interior of BC at Vernon. So 2 long traveling stints for both teams, but Fredericton had a warm-up game last night versus hometown powerhouse Claremont, as that one's being put up. Christie can't hit, but the rebound falls back to him. And Norm Burry, he looks to find one, but unable to hit, and Zach Smith comes down with it. That's Isaiah Ondrich. And a foul there, I believe, on the rebound on Jimmy Huang. Just to finish off what I was saying there, the exhibition game between Claremont and Fredericton last night. Claremont had a 31-point victory today as we go in transition here. Back to Christie, and Christie finds on the inside McDonald. He can't quite finish, but he gets the foul call to go to the line. 31-point victory earlier on today for Claremont. As mentioned, one of the top teams in the province. And Fredericton beat them by 23 in the exhibition match last night. So they're definitely a force to be reckoned with as McDonald hits his first of 2 free throws. And he goes 2 for 2. Big steal there by McDonald after the free throws made on the opposite end. And Jimmy Huang bringing it up here for the Black Cats. Nice little pump fake there by Malcolm Christie. And he finds McDonald. Back to Christie. 3-point attempt. That one's long. And Isaiah Ondrick, as mentioned before, he is a versatile big man standing at 6'5", and he plays a lot like a guard. As that one is tipped out of bounds. So Smith with a full shot clock here, and great on-ball defense by Jimmy Huang. He goes all the way to the hoop. That one a little bit long, but he collects it on the rebound. Ondrick sizing up his man all the way to the hoop. Great pass to Smith, and he gets that one in. So we're tied 4-4 here. Great little drop-off pass there by Ondrick, and Jimmy Huang is going the opposite way. Three-point attempt by Nornbury. That one long. McDonald will try another one. That one's good. So Aiden McDonald gets on the board from three-point land early here. And here's Trent Charlton. He had a massive 16-point first half in the game earlier on today. And Ondrick also had a great game. Great take there, and he finishes off the board. So Ondrick and Charlton are key pieces of the provincial silver medalist team in the provincials of last year at the BCs. McDonald, great move there. The mid-range jumper, that one's good. So this Vernon team had a little bit of an upset in their finals appearance last year. I mentioned it earlier. They lost at the buzzer to North Delta. An 8-second call. Great half-court defense there from the Fredericton Blackcats. And Fredericton, of course, as mentioned, they had their 73-50 win last night in exhibition, and coming off a flawless tournament at the Rick Cotter Classic in New Brunswick. McDonald will try another one. That one's short. Nornbury comes down with it and gets a foul call going back up, and he'll be at the line for two. So a timeout call here for the Vernon Panthers early. And head coach Malcolm Reed, we can talk a whole lot about him and his experience under this team. And they had an incredible run, as mentioned earlier. Incredible run in the AAA provincial final last year. Lost at the buzzer, but 4 of their team have just won the AA provincial football championship. Liam Reed, his uncle Angus Reed at the BC Lions Center, actually. And Zach Smith, one of the other commits that have, out of the 4 players on Calgary that all committed for football. So definitely some cross-sport athleticism for the Vernon Panthers. And I mentioned 5-0 last week at the Rick Cotter Classic. That was, sorry, check that, 2 weeks ago, the Fredericton Blackcats out in New Brunswick. They won their final matchup by 29 points in the final. And as Nornbury heads to the line here, his noteworthy performance in the final earned him an MVP in the tournament. First one is good to go. And he gets the second one to go as well. So the Blackcats in a 2-2-1 zone press right now, and that's where they got the Vernon Panthers early in the turnover. So Ondrick hits that, the mid-range jumper. And Ondrick, obviously one of the key pieces that was left over from the championship team last year. And he's been an absolute powerhouse as Nornbury pops it from 3, unable to hit it. So the Fredericton defense coming back into a 2-3 zone here, and Ondrick is sitting in the high paint there, unable to hit that one, and Colin Matthews is out in transition for the Blackcats here. Burry on the screen. Marwan Sophie passes out to Burry. Burry for 3. That one is good. So Burry showing off his dead-eye range from 3. And great ball movement on the offensive end, transitioning here to defense now. Ondrick with the Euro step all the way to the hoop, and that one is good. So both teams going back and forth early here in the final game on the first day of the Vikes Alumni Tournament. Norm Burry all the way to the hoop, and Morgan blocks him off the backboard. And Zach Smith's out in transition. He's dangerous with the right hand. He gets that to go. So I'll check that. Colin Matthews now gets it tipped away by Atwell. Atwell's trying to get it out in transition, but Matthews holds on to it. Three-point attempt there. That one is good. So Marwan Sophie doing a great job of knocking down the open three. Great find from Matthews. So that one tipped out of bounds. And Malcolm Christie had a great start to the first quarter here, and he is subbed out. And Miles Haynes Lacey into the game for the first time today. For the Panthers for the first time today. So John Clare in the game as Ondrick hits that, or shoots that three, and that one unable to go. So the Black Cats out in transition. Marwan Sophie. Great ball movement here, finds his way back to Sophie. On the inside, Burry working on his man. Nice move there from Sophie. Tumwine, that one, no good, but tipped out. Ondrick leaking in, and Burry has an opportunity to capitalize. So that one out off Colin Matthews, and the Panthers retain possession. Morgan, cherry picking. Burry stays straight up, and Morgan's able to hit that one. Well, as you can see there, the Panthers are a big fan of leaking out on offense, whether it's Morgan or Ondrick, and they made it the Black Cats pay there. So Matthews working on Ondrick. Nice little move there for the short jump shot. That one rattles in off the back rim. So some great offensive play from both teams here. Ondrick on the wing. That one just misses right. And the Black Cats are out in transition. Haynes Lacey drops it off to Matthews. Matthews three-point shot. That one short. Zach Smith looking to be out in transition. Great catch there. And he finds Claire. That three-point jump shot is good from Trent Charlton. The three-point specialist on the Vernon Panthers. So Matthews finds Burry, and Burry hands it off to Sophie. Charlton getting it done on both ends of the floor. Great steal there, going straight at Burry and unable to finish that one. And a foul called here on Claire. So a couple of substitutions here for both teams. Ethan Arinki into the game, Jimmy Huang alongside Alex Dunn. All three back into the game. And Jimmy Otwell back into the game for the Vernon Panthers. Well, this morning versus the Oak Bay Bays, the Panthers ended up only winning by 12 points, but they looked comfortable at one point. I think they had 50 points in the first half, and they just dominated the hometown Bays. So much more of a challenge for them here as Jimmy Huang shoots that one. Great rebounds by Haynes Lacey. Finds its way back out, and that one's short. So much more of a challenge here for the Panthers as they face the Fredericton Black Cats. Ondrick in the high post. Finds Atwell down low. That layup good. Great ball movement here from the Panthers. And no one's really picking him up on defense. So Black Cats doing some great ball movement on the offensive end. Huang sizing up his man with the screen from Haynes Lacey. Inside to Burry. Great pass from Burry on the inside, and that one's good. So Alex Dunn, incredible finish here. And a lot of energy here as we close out the first quarter. 5 seconds left to Ondrick's ball. And he pops that from deep. That one just rattles out. and just misses it to make it a 21-19 lead for the Black Cats. And both teams are neck and neck as we head here into the second quarter. We'll be back in one moment. So the home court UVic Vikes just had their exhibition matchup versus McEwen Griffins before this, and they had a healthy 15-point victory in the exhibition matchup. And to give a preview of their upcoming schedule on January 3rd and 4th, they're here at the Carsaw facility versus UBC Okanagan, and they will be back in town on the 18th of January versus UBC in the Legends Cup. And then later on in the month, the 24th and 25th, the pair of games versus Thompson River in the Shoot for the Cure. And then to close out their first month back in the second half of the season, they'll be playing off against Manitoba on Alumni Night. So keep an eye out for that, and if you're in town, then be sure to stop by the Carsaw facility. And that game coming after all 5 games that happened this morning, or I think actually 6 games, as Charlton, working on his man, gets pushed off balance. So a big day of basketball here at Carsaw. So Charlton hits his first. The second one long, but he gets the friendly bounce. So we're all tied up here. Both teams having hot offensive starts. Nornbury gets called for a travel there as he sets his feet a little bit too separated. Zach Smith taking it right at Jimmy Huang. And he gets the right-handed layup to go, and the Panthers are up for the first time in the game. So Burry with the spin move and gets called for another travel. The ref's not seeming to like Burry's footwork. Some pretty tight on-ball defense from Jimmy Huang, but Zach Smith's taking it right at him. Charlton for the mid-range jump shot. That one rattles off the side of the rim. So the Black Cats out in transition here. Huang working on his man and gets called for, or check that, that's actually Alex Dunn. And he gets a blocking foul. So Dunn hits his first at the line. And he makes both to tie the game here. Just 1 minute into the second quarter. And the crowd is out in full force tonight. The games earlier on today A foul there from Aiden McDonald, but as I was saying, the crowd out tonight in full force after the Vikes game, but earlier on today, the most loyal fans were out at 9 a.m. in the morning for the first game on the day. So Kevin Morgan gets his first free throw to go. And the second one is good too. McDonald from three, or Christie from three. And it rattles its way back out to McDonald, and McDonald will try one. That one no good. But the Black Cats staying persistent on the offensive boards. Dunn up top, working on his man, stops. Norm Burry, pump fake, great pump fake, and he hits the mid-range jump shot. So Burry doing a great job here of staying patient on the offensive end. So Ondrick, the three-point shot, that one no good. So Christie out, he stops and pops. That one a tad bit too long, but the Panthers are out and running. Zach Smith all the way to the hoop, that one's good. Zach Smith doing a great job of taking it right at the Black Cats defense. And no mercy here. Dunn all the way, gets the foul call, and that one just short. So Dunn with the opportunity to go to the line for two. And Jimmy Otwell into the game for Trent Charlton. Head coach Malcolm Reed looking to give Charlton a break here and have a word or two here. And he gets the second one to go to split the difference. So Ondrick taking it straight at the Black Cats defense, gets it to go with the left hand. So the Panthers making use of the shoddy half-court defense here from the Black Cats. Norm Burry, that three-point jump shot a tad bit short. But to the credit of the Black Cats, the Panthers defense has been, their offensive speed has been incredible. They've taken full advantage as Jimmy Huang gets the steal, and McDonald is out in transition. So back and forth we continue. Ondrick working on Burry. That one a tad bit too long, and Ondrick sticks with it. Everyone diving out on the floor, and Huang holds with it, and a foul call on Morgan. And there will be a timeout call here from the Black Cats looking to adjust their defense, and I'm sure a very similar conversation on the opposite end with the Panthers. So a big hit here to start up the play again for Alex Dunn here. And a timeout all for that shot there. Alex Smith working on his man. Nathan Tinkler, that three-point just short. So Alex Dunn getting the Black Cats started here, straight out of the timeout call. And we're all tied up here with just over 6 minutes to play. Burry finds Huang. Huang, the three-point jump shot. That one's good. Huang's been getting it done on both ends of the floor. His on-ball defense has been incredible. And he proves that he has a impressive three-point jump shot as well. So Andrick looking for the handoff with Charlton. Charlton working on Tumwine. Tumwine staying tight. And an out-of-bounds call here for Charlton on the sideline, and Charlton not too happy with that one. So Huang, the floor general at the moment for the Black Cats. And Tumwine from deep range, no good. But Barry gets the rebound, and he gets the contact and the bucket. So Norm Burry doing a great job of getting it done, and that forces the timeout call here from the Vernon Panthers. So if you're tuning in with us just now for the first time in this game, then you'll be pleased to know that there have been 5 games happening all day in this tournament alone, and Belmont Bulldogs this morning with a win against the Ross Shepherd T-Birds 75-69, and the Vernon Panthers with a 78-66 win earlier on, as mentioned, over the hometown Oak Bay Bays. And just after that, Claremont had a 31-point victory over GP Vanier. And then in a nail-biter, Vancouver College beat the island's very own Dover Bay. And then Centennial Centaurs beat the Belmont Bulldogs, who played the first game in the morning, so 2 games in one day for them. And unfortunately taking the loss, but Centennial Centaurs, one of the more impressive programs in the province, and proving why. So today's game that you're watching being the last one of the evening and the final game of the opening day here at the 4th annual Vikes Alumni Tournament. So Burry with one at the line, and he completes his 3-point play. And the Black Cats out in a zone press. And not a whole lot of space here for the Panthers, but they get out of it. Zach Smith working on Jimmy Huang some more. Smith finds Andrick. Andrick gets double teams, but he's able to pass it out to a different teammate, and that one's out of bounds on the back foot there. Nathan Tinker. Tinker had a great game off the bench earlier this morning. Double-digit scoring from him and an impressive defensive outing. So Smith tips that one out of bounds. So Tumwine finds Huang. And Huang going straight at Tinker, and that layup attempt blocked and goes out of bounds, hitting the bottom of the rim, and Panthers ball. So Andrick looking to inbound. Panthers have done a good job of, I was going to say breaking the press, but the press getting the best of them there is Aiden McDonald finishes that one. And a foul call on Jimmy Huang. Not too happy with that call there, Huang. But it's been a great press from the Fredericton Black Cats. They've done a good job in the 2-2-1 zone. And that foul call there forcing the substitution of Jimmy Huang out of the game alongside Alex Dunn. So Colin Matthews back into the game. Charlton for 3. That one's short. So McDonald on the sideline here, and Matthews at the top. Some down screen play here for the Black Cats. Matthews looking to attack the hoop. And an offensive foul call here with the forearm. So another substitution for the Black Cats here. Aiden McDonald out of the game. So Claire back into the game as well for the second time. And he'll be looking to break the press here. So great athleticism here, going all the way, and an offensive foul call on the opposite end. And back-to-back charges, keeping the Fens into the game here at the Carson facility. Matthews looking to find Sweetland on the sideline. To Burry up top. Norm Burry, the five-man, a catalyst at the top of the key and one of the offensive giants here for the Black Cats. Great crossover there. Finding Matthews in the corner. That three is good. So Colin Matthews getting it done from the corner, and the Black Cats coming right back at the Panthers in the press. So Zach Smith at the top of the three-point line here, looking to inside to find Ondrick. Ondrick finds Charlton. Charlton pump fake. And that one called travel. A lot of travel calls here early in the first half, so Charlton not looking too pleased with the calls, to be fair. So Burry sizing up Ondrick here. And a foul call on the inside by Tumwine. Sorry, that was Charlton, actually, so Tumwine is at the line. And Charlton not too happy with the refereeing here, but the first shot unable to go, and Tumwine splits the difference here on the free throws. So Atwell out in the open court. Finds Charlton in the corner. Charlton taking it straight at the Black Cats defense here. Ondrick at the top of the three-point line, sizing up his man. Nice little spin move there. He stops and passes off to Charlton. Charlton's shot no good. And an offensive foul on Isaiah Ondrick. That one's shooting foul because they are already in bonus early here. Both teams in bonus, actually. Double-digit foul calls already in the half. Kevin Morgan back into the game for the Panthers. And the Panthers down 12, and Norm Burry at the line looking to grow the deficit here with 2.5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. And Burry's been great all day long. The second one left short. So Morgan up top, guarded by Sophie. And Charlton, nice crossover there on Sophie, looking going back and forth. Ondrick, the jump shot from mid-range. That one off right. So Burry inbounding here to Matthews. Tumwine over to Matthews, and Matthews is working on his man. Great pass there, finding Norm Burry. Burry contested three, that one no good. And Zach Smith is out in transition. This can be dangerous. Stop and pop, the bank, that one a little bit long. And Morgan, Kevin Morgan, getting a foul call there on Marwin Sophie. So the Black Cats' full court press has been incredible against the Panthers here, but the Panthers composure in the full court press has also been great to combat that. That free throw is good. But the Panthers are having a hard time getting it to the hoop in the half court and hitting their jump shots. But Kevin Morgan gets that one done, and 2 for 2 at the line. So Christie back into the game here for the Fredericton Black Cats, and he had a great start to the game. Tumwine on the wing, inside to Christie. Christie tipped away there by Morgan. Morgan's 2-on-2 here. Euro step. That one long, but finds his way back out to Ondrick. Ondrick working on his man spin move there. Mid-range jump shot is short. And Zach Smith, some space here to work on his defender. His pace is incredible. Claire for the mid-range. That one long. Morgan has little time, but he puts it up in another short shot. And Christie straight into the game here, into Barry, and Barry gets blocked. And blocked again. Barry unable to finish, but staying persistent around the rim. The ref calls a foul here on Sophie. You can see Norm Barry shaking his head here. 3 separate opportunities, but up against a 6'5" opponent. Difficult to get the shot up and over him. So the first one is good from Kevin Morgan, the forward. Morgan leaves the second one short to split the difference. Just under a minute to play here. Norm Burry on the sidelines, and he's working on 3 separate defenders. That one bounces around and makes its way into the hoop. So Ondrick looking to get up the court here with 25 to play, 25 seconds left to play in the first half. A 5-second shot clock, game clock differential. Christie defending well. A travel call there. And a warning given to Trent Charlton. He wasn't too happy with the travel call. That's his 3rd on the day, and the referee not too happy with that, or the referee not too happy with his behavior. With 6 seconds left here. Matthews looking to get up the court. He goes up with a mid-range jumper. That one long. Ondrick full court heave. No good. So we head into the second half. The Fredericton Black Cats 44. The Vernon Panthers trailing by 12. And we got a whole half of exciting basketball to come. Stay tuned at the 4th annual Vikes Alumni Tournament. We are set to return here for the second half of action at the 4th annual Vikes Alumni Tournament. And the visiting Fredericton Black Cats have done an incredible job of getting it done on both ends of the floor with a current 12-point lead. And the Vernon Panthers, they had a great game this morning versus the Oak Bay Bays. Slightly embarrassing the hometown Bays team in front of the home crowd, but ended up winning by just 12. And now the Fredericton Black Cats for their first game of the day, after a long trip across the country. So we're back to second half play now, and McDonald from the Black Cats. What a move. Christie on the inside. That one dropped short. And out of bounds on the back foot of Aiden McDonald, the 6'3" wing in grade 11. And this press here, this Fredericton press has been so good. Ondrick unable to accurately throw the full court heave to Jimmy Atwell. We talk about full court heaves here. We saw a few earlier on in the day today from quarterback and point guard Zach Smith, the Calgary commit, who is going next year, one of 4 players on the roster going to Calgary, and his play has been great. Christie for 3. That one's good. Strong start here for Malcolm Christie. So good collection there by Trent Charlton as the pass is aimed at his feet. He passes to Morgan. Morgan cross-court pass to Smith. Smith inside to Ondrick. Ondrick unable to hit. Great on-ball defense by Norm Burry. Burry leading the way for the Black Cats on the offensive end. And Burry open for 3 in the corner. That one's good. Norm Burry getting it done here in the second half as well. And right back at him for the full court press. Trent Charlton. Great change of speed and on-ball defense by Jimmy Huang. He gets the block, but it's called a foul. And he's having a talking to right now from the coach. And that coach right there, that's Bram Russell, I believe. And he's one of 3 coaches that are here in Victoria, alongside the head coach Mike King and other assistant coach Andy Wright. Ondrick with the offensive rebound. He's unable to finish that one. Christie comes down with it. So Burry out in transition. He finds Huang. Huang out to Burry. Burry with a space to attack. Finds Christie in the corner. Christie's got time. Check that. Burry's got time. Huang can't quite finish that one. Some more great defense from Jimmy Huang. Zach Smith, great change of pace here, finding Jimmy Otwell, and it bounces its way out to Ondrick. So 10 seconds left here for Ondrick to make his moves at the free throw line. That mid-range jump shot is good, and Ondrick is deadly from mid-range. Jimmy Huang splits the pick and roll. That 3-point shot from Ethan Greenan. All right, check that. Alex Dunn, no good, but Norm Burry inside. McDonald out to Christie. Christie for 3. That one barely rattles out. And Morgan is out in transition. Huang gets the steal. Some more great defense from Huang. And Christie's going straight at Ondrick. That layup is good. Great composure from Malcolm Christie. So Jimmy Atwell on the wing here for the Panthers. And a ball screen comes from Kevin Morgan. Ondrick for 3. That one off to the left. And some great rebounding from the Fredericton Black Cats here, finding Norm Burry. Burry drops it off to Alex Dunn. His three-point jump shot, no good. And Smith is out. Deadly in transition. He finds Morgan. Morgan drop step. That layup is good. Well, at the point, Zach Smith is deadly in transition. His change of pace is incredible in the open floor. That's Malcolm Christie. Three-point jump shot, no good. And so 3 new substitutions in here. Ethan Tumwine back into the game alongside Colin Matthews. And Marwan Sophie, the 6-foot guard in grade 12, he's back into the game as well. So no zone press here in the second half. I'm sure we'll see the return if the game gets more and more tight. Zach Smith going straight at the defense there. Smith's finishing around the hoop has been great all day long. In his first game this morning, he had double-digit points. And he's back at Adam tonight. Tumwine, that three is good. Ethan Tumwine, the 6'3 guard in grade 12, he hits that three, and Zach Smith goes out in transition again. So Sophie is called for the foul there, and that gives some time for Nathan Tinker to come back in the game. He's taken out Trent Charlton for a rest. Nice move there from Morgan. He stops inside the paint, gets the contact and the finish. So a 15-point game here halfway through the third quarter. And motion offense here, Norm Burry doing a great job. What a find there inside the paint. Unselfish basketball from the Black Cats here. Dribble pull up. Finds Burry in the corner. Burry from three. That's good. Norm Burry, an absolute powerhouse on the offensive end for the Fredericton Black Cats, showing why he has been an all-star for this team all season long and all career long too. So Tinker, pass over to Claire in the corner. Claire's passing out to Ondrick. So 10 seconds left on the shot clock here. Zach Smith going straight at the defense, and he just barely miscalculates the angle under the hoop. Unable to finish. Burry, why not another one? That one is good. Burry, red hot from three. And a timeout call here from the Panthers because Norm Burry and the Fredericton Black Cats have been on an absolute tear on the offensive end. It's a timeout call from the Vernon Panthers halts play. So as mentioned there on the PA system, the tournament will resume tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here at the Carsa facility if you want to tune in. It's been a full day of basketball today. The matchup tomorrow morning is Dover Bay versus GP Vanier, two very talented teams who took losses today. Vanier lost to this Panthers team as Zach Smith goes all the way to the hoop. He's been relentless on the offensive end. And Norm Burry has another opportunity. Gets called for a travel, and he hits it, but called off there. So Burry gets called for a travel. I'm not exactly sure why. It looked like a step back, but essentially the referees had a better angle from the court. So Smith straight attacking to the hoop more, and he gets that one to go. Colin Matthews' defense not quite strong enough for Zach Smith and his speed. But Matthews has some more moves of his own, finding Tumwine in the corner. Tumwine's three. That one's good. This Fredericton Blackcats team has been incredible from deep three-point range. Very disciplined. And Ondrick can't quite get that one to go. And Malcolm Christie out in transition. That one's high. Just barely short. Norm Burry grabs the rebound. Finds out to Tumwine. So Burry at the top of the key now. Coming for the screen. Nice move there by Christie for the mid-range jump shot. That one just short. And Fredericton will retain possession. So Ethan Arinki into the game for the first time today, and he will take off Malcolm Christie. Tumwine also out of the game. And Miles Haynes-Lacey back into the game. So Haynes-Lacey at the top of the key. Norm Burry. Nice move there by Burry. Burry all the way to the hoop and gets the foul call. And he will go to the line for two. Well, the Vernon Panthers still looking for an answer to Norm Burry and the Fredericton Blackcats offense here. Burry's stretch forward capabilities have been an issue for the teams to deal with. A slight distraction there as the PA is announcing that the facility is supposed to close in 15 minutes, but play continues on. And Burry gets both to go here. Burry's been incredible from both three-point land and in the half court, and the 2-2-1 press back for the Fredericton Blackcats. But Zach Smith just dribbles his way up. Goes to John Clare. Tips it out, and they move into a 2-3 zone. So Zach Smith finds Clare in the corner. Clare pump fake. Back to Tinkler. Ondrick from the corner. That one no good. Big rebound by Morgan here. And that one rattles in. So Arinki finds Burry. So Burry pops another one from three. That one good. Norm Burry has been unstoppable today. I believe that's his 6th long bomb of the day. So Smith finds Ondrick in the corner. He wants one of his own. He gets it. So Ondrick struggling in this game so far. But if you've done your research on provincial basketball, you know that he is one of the most talented scorers in the province at the high school level. So Burry, nice moves there. Handles by the big man. 3-point jump shot. That one good. Lance Mombourquette, the 9th grader from 3-point land. And absolutely no hesitation, even though he had Ondrick closing out on him. And Clare tries one of his own. Mombourquette with the rebound. A drop off here to Matthews. Matthews hits it. The Blackcats have been absolutely unstoppable from 3-point range, pouring it in on the offensive end. A 26-point deficit here for the Vernon Panthers. And the Panthers were looking deadly earlier on today. Ondrick, a three of his own, unable to hit it. Nathan Tinkler. Or Tinker, excuse me. Finds Smith underneath. So Tinker, Smith out to Ondrick, and Ondrick hits his own. So Ondrick starting to find his stroke here in the third quarter as well, with just under 1 minute to play. So Haynes-Lacey on the wing now, finds Matthews. Matthews, nice little move there for the mid-range jump shot. That one good. This Fredericton Black Cats offense is unstoppable. 25-point deficit here with 14 seconds remaining as we count down to the end of the third. Isaiah Ondrick at top. Finds Zach Smith with 5 seconds. He's making moves on his man. Mid-range jump shot. That one good. And that'll close out the third quarter. So the Vernon Panthers looking for an answer for Norm Burry and the Fredericton Black Cats and their three-point shooting onslaught here at the Carsa facility in Victoria, BC. We'll be right back in one moment. Just moments away here from the start of the fourth quarter. The Fredericton Black Cats leading by 23 points over the BC powerhouse, the Vernon Panthers. And this Panthers team, no joke either. Howard Samura, one of the basketball knowledge greats in BC and across Canadian basketball, ranked them at number 1 and has kept them there since around March 28th when they lost the final last year and retained a lot of their grade 11 star power, Isaiah Ondrick being one of them, Zach Smith being another, and you can see why. Both of them being incredible basketball players and multi-sport athletes. But this Fredericton Black Cats team has done a great job of defending them in offensive end too. Some great execution. So, Tum Wine on the wing. Finds Jimmy Huang up top. So Huang working on 2 Panther defenders. Colin Matthews, or that's actually Alex Dunn. He gets it to go. So Alex Dunn gets 2 there on the inside, and the Fredericton Black Cats are getting it done on the offensive end still. So that tip out off of Alex Dunn means Vernon Panthers will retain possession. So the leading scorer on the day, Norm Burry, he's actually out of the game at the moment. But this Fredericton Black Cats team has proven that they have the depth to continue scoring at a high level, regardless if their best star is in the game. And we can talk about absences of best stars some more. The Panthers are missing one of their players. One of their star players is injured currently. But this team's still one of the top players in the province. Ondrick, pump fake. He gets that 3 to go. So Jimmy Huang now with space to play at the top of the key. Over to Alex Dunn. Alex Dunn at 3 defenders. Up and under, unable to go. Kevin Morgan handling the ball for the Panthers in transition. And Ondrick with a handoff to Zach Smith. He fakes it. Nice little pass there to Morgan and Claire up top. The lefty, he gets it to go. So we still have 8 minutes left to play here, and the Panthers are going to continue to fight, of course. And this Black Cats team showing no signs of slowing down. Christie, nice little step back and pump fake. That pass held inside. Tumwine takes responsibility for not cutting back door when he had the opportunity to. So some great full court defense here from the Panthers, and Ondrick kicks the ball to stop play. But that full court press has been deadly from the Black Cats. I've talked about their offense a whole lot of times today, and you have seen it all game long. But 79 points, of course, impressive, but their full court press has been very constricting on this Panthers offense, who have been known to score at mass amounts. Jimmy Huang keeps it saved, and the crowd likes it. So Alex Dunn, his pass finds its way to Malcolm Christie, who gets another 3 to go. The grade 11 guard, standing at 6'5", he's showing his shooting capabilities. And some more great defense from the Black Cats here. Zach Smith, spin move on the inside. He gets the 1 to go. Off the glass there. What a move by Zach Smith. And a little drop pass there to Christie. Christie finds his way out to Dunn. Dunn on the inside. Unfriendly roll. Looked as though it was going to be in the hoop, but Dunn can't quite get it to go. Some more full court press against Ondrej here. He picks the ball up. That one not quite good by Smith. And Christie's out in transition. Tumwine, pull-up jumper. That one off left. So Tumwine called for the foul. So this Vernon Panthers squad, 4 of the members on their team, as mentioned, have committed to the Calgary Dinos for football next year. And 4 of those players all on the provincial football championship team who just won a banner, a AA banner in the BC School Sports League. And Liam Reed, actually, one of the other players on the Panthers, number 5. His uncle, Angus Reed, played for the BC Lions. He was a center for the BC Lions and a longtime favorite here in British Columbia. And Zach Smith, of course, as mentioned, he won MVP in the junior varsity provincials when they won. And has been non-stop sports, I can imagine, for the last few years of his life, whether it's football or basketball. So one of the beauties of a showcase of Canadian talent like this, you're able to show off how these multi-sport athletes are getting it done both on and off the court. But Liam Reed, he's a scratch for today, and he's one of the players on the squad who is out at the moment from Vernon. So Ondrej gets that 1 to go. And so the music stays playing in the arena here as Ian Hidley, one of the tournament officials, he just likes music a lot. That's so good. We're back to play here. So Norm Burry back into the game as well for the Black Cats. And Malcolm Christie, he gets 1 to go. Red hot from 3. I mentioned it earlier. Norm Burry, the MVP of that Rick Cotter Classic on December 15th. Malcolm Christie named a tournament all-star and proving why. So the Panthers full court heave stopped by the Fredericton Black Cats full court press. Their defense has been great, so no surprise to me that the Panthers are trying to come back with some form of press here, with just under halfway to go here in the fourth quarter. Haynes Lacey loses the ball to Morgan. Morgan going straight at Haynes Lacey. He gets that 1 to go. Looking for the foul call here. So Burry moving it up the floor quickly. And Haynes Lacey finds his way to Christie. Christie gets another 3 to go. Absolutely disgusting from three-point range, Christie, today. And alongside his teammate, Norm Burry, they have just been red hot from downtown. Zach Smith all the way to the hoop, gets the contact and the charge. And Zach Smith not too pleased with that call. So Burry on the three-point line here gets the screen from Matthews. Burry, nice find. All the way back to Sophie. Sophie on the inside to Burry. And a steal there from Jimmy Otwell. So Ondrick, he tries one from deep three-point range. That one no good. Nice rebound there by Miles Haynes-Lacey, the 6'4" guard in grade 11. Nice pass as well by Sophie. And some more good defense from the Panthers. Somehow finding its way to Ondrick. Norm Burry, some good defense, but he gets the foul call, and Ondrick looks as though he's hurt his leg. And he'll be going to the line for 2 more shots. And for the first time in tonight's matchup, Blake Davidson into the game, the 6'2" forward in grade 11. And Norm Burry, the catalyst here for the Black Cats, out of the game for now. There's a comfortable 21-point lead for the Black Cats is still looming over the heads of the Panthers here. Nice move there by Sophie. Hesitation. Hang on the inside, and he gets that one to go. So a continued full court press here from the Black Cats, and limited time to get over the halfway line as Zach Smith just barely crosses. A stop and cross, and a foul there on Colin Matthews as he tries to jump over the back of Smith. Well, you see what's been happening on the court here for the Fredericton Black Cats, but there's been a big crowd out for them today. I'm not sure if they've made their way all the way from Fredericton, because if so, that is very impressive. But the bench as well has been a big impact from Fredericton, whether it's off the ball or even off the court. Their bench morale has been incredible, cheering on the team. Ondrick makes that one. Jimmy Otwell unable to get it. And Colin Matthews, he bangs one long. So Jackson Sweetland into the game for the first time today. And Otwell looking for Zach Smith. Zach Smith, stop and pop. He gets that one to go. Zach Smith has been great from inside the three-point line today. Nice move there by Colin Matthews, finding his way back to Sophie. Sophie for 3, that one long. Nice find from Arinki on the rebound. And makes its way back to Sophie. Some great team basketball here from the Fredericton Black Cats. Extremely impressive. And Ondrick loses possession of the ball, but retains it. Smith finds his way over to Davidson. Davidson gets blocked on the inside, and Morgan gets the ball stolen from him. So Colin Matthews, the grade 11, 6'1" guard, has been incredible for the Black Cats today, and he is subbed out now with 2.5 minutes to play and a comfortable 21-point lead here for Fredericton still. Nice one dribble pull up there from Ondrick, and he gets that one to go. So Ondrick has been incredible from the three-point line, and has been alongside Zach Smith, the 2 main contributors on the offensive end. So here's Sweetland passing around to Sophie. Nice defense there by Morgan. Slaps it out to Smith. Smith out in transition, out of control, and turns the ball over. So some more transition play here. Lance Wumberket, passes out to Arinki, and Arinki cannot hit it. Otwell for three. That one rattles out, but Morgan follows up the rebound. Zach Smith for the easy layup. So a holding call there on black number 8, Jackson Sweetland. So the basket is good, and I believe the Vernon Panthers will retain possession. So an impressive day for Zach Smith as he is subbed out of the game. And into the game for him is Sajan Clare. So Andrick, power move on the inside. He hangs and unable to finish. Some scrappy on the ground play here, looking to be a jump ball. Just over 1 minute to play here in the final game of the day. It's been an impressive outing for the Fredericton Black Cats. Big pop there by Miles Haynes-Lacey, the grade 11. And he makes the defender pay for keeping his hand down. Andrick on the sidelines, drops it off to Morgan. Morgan finds Clare. Clare, nice pump fake and one dribble pull-up. Can't quite get it to go, but the Black Cats are out in transition. Haynes-Lacey out to Sophie. Sophie inside to the grade 9. And it finds its way out to number 8. Jackson Sweetland for his three-point jump shot, his first bucket of the day. And the crowd is loving it. So this offensive onslaught has been a result of some great team basketball on behalf of the Fredericton Black Cats, absolutely getting it done. And Andrick, that three-point jumper short. And they'll keep the ball on the baseline here. These bench players that have come into the game have been making a big impact as well as they stay here. For example, the grade 9 Lance Mumberket making an impact. He hit 1 3, and he's 1 for 1 on the day. Find a Jimmy Atwell in the corner. That one no good. And it's actually a loose ball foul on Isaiah Andrick from behind. It looks to be a dribble out for the final possession here. And the Fredericton Black Cats are ready to take home a 1-0 record in their first matchup here in the 4th annual Vikes Alumni Tournament. Impressive outing, superb three-point shooting and team basketball from the Fredericton Black Cats. And despite the Vernon Panthers being one of the biggest powerhouses here in BC, the Black Cats got the best of them. So stay tuned tomorrow for more basketball action with some of the finest showcase of Canadian talent. As you can see, Fredericton all the way from New Brunswick, and they showing that the East Coast can get it done here in BC too. So the first game tomorrow, Dover versus GP Vanier at 10 a.m. looking for a backdoor route into the semifinal game or into a further game later on in the day. So a first semifinal will be tomorrow at 3:15 p.m. and the final one will be at 7 p.m. So stay tuned for some more high school boys basketball here at the Carsa facility. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a great night.